My name is Daniel Gregersen. In this video I'll show you how you can use the FIGAF tool to migrate communication channels that has content conversions on them. So here we have a communication channel with content conversion on it. Now we'll not use that anymore. So we will go to the FIGAF tool. Here we will select this icon. First thing we want to do is we can create test cases by saying content create a test suite. Demo, whatever. It's fine. We'll fetch specific messages that we already have. So there's different ways to create test cases. We have just seen a few messages that has been processed, and we will say select here. This will then go to our PI systems and fetch these messages, and we will create it as a test case. If we then look into this payload, we can go in and we can see the messages here. If we look at this, we can see it is using the converted message, and that is not really ideal, so we need to change this. Let me just get the EDI message, or the plain message of this. So now we have converted it to an EDI text message. So now we have a test case for this. The next is we want to migrate this iFlow, so let's migrate here. We'll call it 2. We will be using our local process. We will not have any retry on it. We could add that if we wanted to. We are using from file to file communication channels. You can create your own template to handle the file, because obviously it's different whether or not you're using SFTP or FTPS for these file scenarios. We can go in and exclude these. We have our content module that's being added, and then we'll be adding this artifact for this scenario. But let's just preview it, and then we'll do migrate it. So now we have migrated this iFlow, and one of the things we've seen here is that it's adding this item to it. And if we open this script, we just need to go into edit mode. We can open the script here. We can see all the payloads of this. And one of the things we can actually do is, if we want to check out how this works, we can open the FIGAF tool, put in the EDI, the text message, and we can run it. And then we can actually see what is this actually producing. So let me just see if I'm producing 2 lines. 3 lines. We can see it adds some more payloads on this scenarios. We could also have added the test cases and done modifications. One other thing I just want to show you here is that we can actually see this configuration that is being used here. So here we have seen this is actually the same settings as we had in the content conversion here. So we can see we have all of these artifacts that is being moved over here and is being used as a part of this. Good. We will save it as a version, and we will deploy it. Now we just need to inform FIGAF that there is a new version of this. So we press synchronize. You can also do it from CPI helper. This will download this artifact and just make sure we have all the correct IDs in place for this. And that takes a few seconds. Check everything is correct. Good. So now we have migrated, we want to check that it is running correctly. So we'll be using this test case we just created. Select migrate. We'll just add it to the same flow. We can see where we should be fetching this outgoing message, and we can then open it. We can run the test suite here. So there's a lot of different steps in it. It becomes a little easier once you have gone through and tried it a few times. One of the things here we can see is that it starts failing, and the reason for this is because the original flow was using FTP. We don't have a good way to test FTP, so what we would need to do is we are creating, or the tool is behind the scenes creating a new package and a new iFlow, and is then deploying this message. And what you can then see, so now we can see it has been run in trace mode, and if we look at the test result now, we can see there was something about sending, and this is because the iFlow fails, that some of the SFTP is not set up correctly. Anyway, so if we check where it fails, it is in the FTP setting. But when we look at the payload here, we can check the diffs and we can see that it is actually producing the right results. If we also look at the payload before the conversion, we can see the body here, we're getting the flat file. And if we look at this, we can then see we are getting the real XML message. You can use this figaf EDI converter. It is a part of it is an open source project that you can use also by yourself, but we do recommend that you use it together with the figaf tool. And then we are continuously enhancing this EDI or this content converter, because there's a lot of differences between what we have and what is actually being produced by the tool. So I hope you like it and want to try it out. Go to figaf.com and sign up for a free migration edition and try to migrate some of these scenarios with it. Thanks.